Hey guys, Bricks and News here. So LEGO recently announced their upcoming animated series, Dreamzzz, which will begin airing on LEGO's YouTube channel May 15th, with 10 episodes slated upon release. The show is based on a group of school friends, Mateo, Izzy, Cooper, Logan, and Zoe, when using the power of imagination venture off to the dream world, where they discover a magical world populated with whimsical and sometimes scary looking creatures. They eventually discover the world is being overrun by nightmarish creatures, and so the gang, who's joined by some friends from some unexpected places, set off on a crazy adventure packed with fun and hijinks to bring the nightmares overrunning the world to an end. They have to face and defeat the evil Nightmare King in an epic battle. From the preview scene, the show definitely looks to try to capture young audiences' attention for sure. I may even tune in myself. It looks quite interesting, actually. So, true to form, LEGO has also revealed 11 sets inspired by the upcoming show, which are scheduled for release on August 1st of this year. And let's just say the sets look every bit as imaginative as the series, and are sure to be a blast to build and play with. So let's take a look at what LEGO has in store for us. So up first we have set number 40657, the Dream Village. It's a cute little location which will be frequently visited by the heroes during their sleep. The village is made up of 3 separate buildings, so you have the magic shop, a bakery, and a blacksmith's workshop. This is based on the village in the show where the kids visit to shop for modules to create a defensive tower and prepare for the nightmarish creatures that they have to face in the dream world. The set comes with Jaden, as well as 3 of the little cute shopkeepers. When I look at the figures, they kind of remind me of like a mix between a gnome and a smurf. They look definitely different and interesting, something that I haven't really seen before from LEGO. So the picture shows that you can play the sets as 3 individual shops, or you can stack them on top of each other to make a tower, so that's cool. The next set is number 71453, Lizzy and Bonchu the Bunny. So this set comes with another one of the protagonist minifigs, Lizzy. You also build Bonchu the Bunny, which is, as you can see, towering over with the roller skates and what looks like power gloves as accessories. This apparently is Lizzy's plushy stuffed animal in the real world that when it's kidnapped by the Grimmspawn, Lizzy has to rescue it and then later dreams up in the dream world to transform it into this large mechanized weaponized ally that we get to build here. So you also get the actual stuffed little plushy version of Bonchu as well, so that's cool. On to the next one is set number 71454, Mateo and ZBlob the robot. It's similar to the last set, so here we get Mateo, the minifig, and he dreams up the transformation of ZBlob into this giant robot who assists him with rescuing Jaden from one of the nightmare creatures. You can see that the theme that LEGO is kind of developing here, where the characters take these little real life little figures and then they dream them up into being these big weaponized mechanized allies. So that's cool. You can see that the sets are definitely made for the fans to recreate some of the key moments of the show. The set looks fun, and ZBlob in the robot form looks to be outfitted with this huge massive gun. It almost looks like he's actually shooting out green goo, the same green goo that he's made of, so it's definitely something that's going to be interesting to play with. The next set is number 71455, Grim Keeper the Cage Monster. Now this set comes with the minifigs Mateo and Cooper, and this time you get Mateo and ZBlob. They have to rescue Cooper from the Grim Keeper, who has locked him away in his torso, which is actually a prison. So it's kind of cool looking. It's a cool looking concept. The creature definitely looks like the Thing of Nightmares with its long claws and its fangs. It looks like something that I would have dreamt up as a kid and would have kept me up all night sweating. This time you get ZBlob. He gets the little hoverboard, or you can build it as a bike as well. So you have options here, which is kind of interesting with most of these sets. The Grim Keeper also looks fully articulating with the moving limbs, and the head allows you to really put him in different cool poses and to play with him. So that's nice. The next set is 71456, Mrs. Castillo's Turtle Van. This set comes with 3 minifigs. You get Mateo, Zoe, and Mrs. Castillo. The set is pretty cool because you get to build the van in the traditional real world version, or you can opt for the dream world variant, which is a giant flying turtle. You know, I mean, this definitely is something dreams are made of here, right? How the van can turn into a giant flying turtle. So you can't deny that LEGO has really turned up the creative dial a bit with these sets. The next set is 71457, the Pegasus Flying Horse. This comes with the minifigs Zoe, Nova, and the Nightmare Susan. You know, that is so funny how they've used such an unassuming name. The Nightmare Susan. As we see with the other sets so far, we recreate the rescue operations taken straight from the show, where here we get Zoe riding the back of her bird to try to rescue Nova from Susan, again Susan, seen here riding this giant nightmarish Pegasus. It kind of reminds me of that creepy looking unicorn that we saw in the recent Shazam film. The Pegasus has articulating head and hooves, and its hip joints move, and the wings. I mean, you can really move this thing and put it into multiple poses. You can see that these sets so far are definitely designed to play and less pose, if you ask me. The next set, 71458, Crocodile Car. I like this set here. I think it looks cool because you get the Night Hunter character that the crew meets in the dream world. It really is a cool looking minifig, and I feel like he's probably going to be one of these unlikely allies who at first he's going to be an enemy, they don't know, and then come to realize he's actually an ally. So that's cool. He comes with the little Batman style bike here. The set also gives you options to either build that crazy looking croc car with the opposable limbs and it shoots discs from its mouth, or you can get the more traditional looking monster truck type vehicle. There's some other cool little accessories here with this set. You get the little speedboat and the little baddie riding the little bike. Again, these sets are really giving you options where you can build them in, one form or another. They're kind of similar to the creative sets where they give you different options. So it definitely is allowing you to be creative with what you want to do with these sets. So the next set is 71459, Stable of Dream Creatures. This is a cute set, and you get the stable, which looks like something you'd get if a hobbit married a smurf, with colorful growth and the windmill and the vines growing up the walls. You get 4 minifigs here, so you get Zoe, Cooper, Izzy, and Mrs. Castillo again. You also get to build the giant deer, which articulates into different poses. And like the other sets, again, gives you options here. You can either decorate the deer antlers with the pink or the blue flowers, so that's nice. Now I want to set 71460, Mr. Oz's Space Bus. This to me is probably my most favorite set out of the bunch that I've seen so far. So you get Mateo, and you also get the gang's real-world science teacher, Mr. Ozz, along with his monkey ally, Albert. As a science teacher with a pet monkey named Albert, I guess it's to be expected. And in the dream world, of course, your science teacher isn't driving a regular car. No, he's driving a flying space shuttle. With this set, you can either fit it with rockets and blasters or a giant, huge cannon on its back. It's a dream world. So what else would you expect your science teacher to be driving around, right? So you also get some cool little dream creatures here and the nightmarish creatures to round out the collection. I like this set, and I like the way Mr. Oz's minifig looks, so that set looks really cool. The next one is 71461, the Fantastical Treehouse. This is one of the bigger sets. It comes with 4 minifigs, Mrs. Castillo again, Izzy, Mateo, and the Nightmare Hunter. The model is based on the magical treehouse where the heroes use as kind of like a base of sorts. The set features 3 sections, so you're getting Mrs. Castillo's kitchen, Izzy and Mateo's bedroom, and you're getting this living room. Plus you also get the lookout tower. Now you can either fit this treehouse as either an area for the characters to kind of chill, or you can set it up with some defensive stations to ward off the nightmare creatures. It's fittingly, you know, the treehouse looks like something that every kid would have dreamt up growing up. I know I would have anyway. So it looks really cool. And lastly, we get the biggest set of the bunch, the Nightmare Shark Ship. So you get the 4 minifigs here. You're getting Mateo, Izzy, Nova, and you get the Nightmare King. The vehicle looks cool and you can build it as either like this mythical looking pirate ship or in a tank mode. Maybe it's just me, but it kind of looks like that giant sand snake that we see in Beetlejuice. I don't know. Maybe it's the black and white stripes. It kind of makes me feel like the Beetlejuice snake that comes and takes Beetlejuice away. The body of the shark is the prison where the Nightmare King uses to imprison the members of the gang that he captures. This thing looks crazy. I mean, it's not many sets you're ever gonna get from Lego that even come close to this. And as you can see from the pics, it has so many customizable options. I'm sure fans of the show are really gonna have fun putting this one together. So that's it, guys. That's the 11 sets revealed up to this point. I suspect though that Lego has more in store. As you can see, we jumped from numbers 71461 to 71469, which to me suggests that they may have more sets based on the series in production. But as to not reveal plot points of the show, they won't reveal the sets until the show actually airs. All in all, I love what Lego is doing here. The sets are really designed to unlock imagination and creativity, which aligns perfectly with the message and the theme of the series from what I've seen from the trailer so far. This is definitely not for the traditionalists or the collectors who love to just display their sets, but I feel for younger audiences who just want to sit and actually play with their Lego, kind of like what I did in my younger years. They're perfect. I envision many of the fans of the show. If the show really kicks off, I feel the fans of the show are going to want to just sit, watch the show, binge watch, and just have some fun with the sets, recreating some of the cool scenes from the show. It's interesting in seeing how far Lego is willing to go with this series. Hopefully it has some legs and is more successful than some of the other original IPs of recent memory like Chima and Nexo Knights. I mean, those series unfortunately didn't quite live up to the expectations and kind of fizzled out relatively quickly. I love this idea, but I am a bit wary as these sorts of original IPs don't have the brand recognition that the licensed sets have, you know, like the Indiana Jones recently, or the Star Wars, or the Harry Potter sets. You know, these sets do typically fizzle out with little fanfare, unfortunately. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, right? Either way, it's nice that Lego is always trying something unique and different with their sets. So that's it for now, guys. Let me know down in the comments section what you think of the upcoming series. Will you be tuning in to watch it? I think I might. I'm not typically a fan of these types of shows, but I'm interested to see how much Lego has actually invested in this show, and if it's an actual fleshed out show, or if it's more of a elaborate, I guess, overextended commercial of sorts for the Lego sets that they're trying to sell. I guess we'll have to see. Do you anticipate getting any of the sets as they release in August? I may not, and if I do, I may only pick up the ones I'm really keen on getting, if for nothing else for the cool minifigs. Well, let me know what you think down in the comment section, and until next time, keep building.